Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Wendy's Cookie Crochet Tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a double crochet for complete beginners. So this is a part of my new series that I'm really slowing everything down for and just doing everything like you have never held a crochet hook before, you're just learning. That's my goal, is to slow everything down and make everything good for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with my Red Heart Super Saver worsted weight 4 yarn here, and I've got a 5.5mm crochet hook, which is basically what they tell you to use on the pattern. So I'm using exactly what they're telling me to use on the instructions here. And what I'm going to do to start out is I'm just going to make a slip knot. If you do not know how to make a slip knot, please watch my video that details very slowly and very clearly how to make a slip knot, and I'll try to remember to put it up here in the description. And so after that, we're going to make a chain. And again, I've got that video in the description on how to make a chain stitch. So I'm going to make a chain of 12 because I want a total of 10 double crochets. And I'll show you how that works. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if I want to go ahead, take my hook out and count, I'm going to count 1. You're counting like kind of the V's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's turning on me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the very last one right here is 12, not your loop. Your loop does not count as a stitch. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work into the second, or actually the third chain from my hook. So I'm going to skip this first chain and I'm going to skip the second chain. So I'm skipping 2 chains. I'm going to insert my hook into this third chain right here. First, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to skip 1, 2 chains, insert my hook into the top of that chain. So now I have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. Now I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through that first loop. But you notice I have my hook kind of facing me now, but when I pull through, I'm going to face it towards the kind of the V part of that chain. So I'm going to pull through that chain. That's all I'm going to do is pull through that chain. So now I still have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. So I'm going to yarn over again and I'm going to pull through the first 2 loops. And so now again I have 2 loops on my hook. So I'm going to yarn over again and I'm going to pull through the final 2 loops. And that is your first double crochet. Now if you need to, I think it's a good idea to mark the first one that you've made here. That way when you're looking at your work, if you're working back down this, you don't get confused. So, and I'll show you what I mean here. So I have marked underneath, right underneath this V where the stitch is with my stitch marker. But if you're looking at this and you're working down your chain, you might get confused and think that the turning chain is part of your work. You might accidentally work in here, and that would mean that you would have too many double crochets in this row here. So I know that my goal is 10, so I definitely just want to work 10 double crochets down my chain, and then I'm going to work 10 double crochets back the other direction. So now you're going to do the same thing in each of the stitches all the way down, or each of the chains all the way down. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook in the top of that next chain. So you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, you're going to pull through that first, So you pull through one loop. You're going to yarn over again, and then you're going to pull through 2 loops. You're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through the final 2 loops. Then you're going to keep on going all the way down. So you yarn over, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over again, pull through the chain, yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over again and pull through the next 2 loops. And you're going to do that 10 times. So you see how large this is? This has, you can tell where the 2 pull throughs are. So this is your first pull through and this is your second pull through. So you can tell where they are. Again, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over again, pull through the chain, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. And keep on going. Make a loop around your hook, yarn over your hook, and insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. And you keep doing that all the way down until you have a total of 10. And the way you want to count this, so this is, if you're looking at the top, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have made 6, and so it's kind of looks like it does just on the chain because you kind of have that V right here. So it looks a lot like that. So you count those. You really wouldn't want to count the posts here, and the reason I wouldn't count the posts is because when you get into crocheting a little bit more, and let's say you get into some complex patterns, then they may have you work some of this together and the posts wouldn't be a real accurate count. So you want to turn this to the top and count these top V stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here we're going to keep on going, yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain, yarn over, pull through that chain, yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through 2. And guys, I want you to practice doing this until you're sick of doing it, because the most important part you can do here is, besides getting all the pull throughs and everything right, is getting your tension correct. If you can do that, then you have done pretty much everything there is to crocheting. Alright, one more to go. So again, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next chain, yarn over again, pull through the chain, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. So now you're at the end of your chain. So what you're going to do, now you're going to chain 2, so just yarn over and pull through twice, and then you're going to turn your work. So now you're going to be working into your stitches. So you see how kind of on the top side there's a V, but also on the bottom side there's a V. So you're going to work in between these V's right here. So I'm going to do exactly what I was doing before. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to insert my hook into that pretty much side V. I'm going to call it a side V. I don't know if that's what you call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to yarn over again, and I'm going to pull through that V stitch. So I'm kind of pretending like that's one loop almost. So yarn over, pull through the V stitch, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. Now, again, if you have a hard time seeing where your stitch actually is, which I think it's pretty, normal to have a hard time seeing that, especially if you are just starting and you don't know what you're looking at, you're going to want to mark that first stitch made, because when you turn, you may have a hard time telling that, oh crap, is like this a stitch? It's not, it's just your turning, part of your turning chain. It's not a stitch. So I would definitely mark that first one made. And now you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next V, so the next stitch. You're going to yarn over again, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull pull through 2 loops, and you're just going to keep going until you've got your 10. And it's a good idea to count also your 10 just to make sure that you've got the right number of stitches. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch. Here's what it looks like on top. Yarn over again, pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and just keep on going. Yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over again, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And again, you keep on going all the way down. So we're just doing 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way down. And again, do this until you're tired of doing it. Do it till you have done it a million times. Do it till your tension is correct. Because that's really what makes your project, is the correct tension. And I know I've said that in loads of these videos, but tension is pretty much everything. So now we're at our last stitch, and see, there's the thing is, this is our last stitch right here. I'm going to take that stitch marker out, but let's say you're just looking at it from, I'll take the stitch marker out so you can see it better. So let's just say you're looking at it from this angle right here. This is your stitch, but this looks like another stitch also, but it's not. It's just your churning chain. But if you mess up or if you get confused, you can always go back and count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have made 9. So I know I for sure just have 1 more to go. And that's if some people, when their work starts looking really, really uneven, you need to go back and you need to look at that and be like, so did you have 10 on your first row, then 10 on your next row? Did you accidentally add a stitch? Did you accidentally skip a stitch? And then guys, from there, if you want to do another row, you just chain 2, then you turn, and you just repeat that process over and over again until you get to the height that you need. I hope this helped you out. If it did, please like and subscribe. I literally celebrate every time I get a new subscriber. So please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and happy hooking, everybody.